Hello, welcome to the second part of the speaking test tips from me. Without further ado, let's go. First tips is always answer in full sentence. For example, like this. Even though they ask you simple questions yang simple seperti what is your name, you shouldn't just answer like Joanne. One word, that's not enough. You should answer, my name is Joanne. You can call me Joanne. Like that, okay? And the second tips is give short reasons or elaborations to the questions that they ask you. For example, what is your daily routine? You shouldn't answer, I sleep, eat, and study. That's it. And the interlocutor will give you the face like, that's it? Huh? That. So it's not a good sign. You need to answer it in a very professional way. After I wake up, I'll have my breakfast to start my day. Right after I'll start to study, and then you ask, and I said a bit lie, but you can lie. It's okay. You can lie. You don't need to always talk about the real things that they don't even know you. Okay. That leads us to the third tips, which is smile and be calm. Another tip is answer as simple as possible. You don't need to talk a lot at this part. You don't need to spend a lot of times in this part. Okay. The last tips is, it's not the tips, it's actually candidate A will start first for all parts. If you become the candidate A, you will always start first for every part. Then part B. Part B, you will be given 1 minute to speak and 20 seconds to prepare. And in that 20 seconds, you need to make mental notes. Basically, when the interlocutor gives you your questions, and you will just look at the paper, and then you think about how you should speak about it, and then blah 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 blah. And then after 20 seconds, you'll be given 1 minute to speak about all the points, talk about all the points. And then for the third tips yang ketiga adalah give reasonings and elaborations as always. Even though as simple as your questions is, you need to give reasoning and elaborations. Even though one sentence is good enough, but if you can talk about more and more professionally, that's even better. Okay, marks are given based on grammar, vocabulary, and communicative competence. Why would I say be calm is the most important part? Is that it's okay. It's okay if you are very bad in English. It's okay if you think that you're not confident enough to speak. You're very nervous when it comes to tests. You're very nervous when it comes to speak English. It's okay. Because grammar and vocabulary is only is a part of the marks. It's a part of the how the marks will be given. But most importantly is the communicative competence. Is that the idea that for you to communicate and or convey your idea clearly. The other part is maintain eye contact. This is the tips that I did during my speaking test, which is I maintain eye contact with the interlocutor and also the assessor. I look both of them at the same time like this, and they also nod at me. So basically, you just don't only look at the paper. If the paper on your table, kan, you don't only look at it and as if you're reading on it. That's not a good sign. That's not very good. And then the last one is use appropriate body language. Like this, speak like this. I think my name is. It comes naturally, actually. You shouldn't force it out. Part C is the real deal. The examples of the question is like this. It is discussed in previous videos. Once you receive the questions like this, you will be given 20 seconds for both of you to prepare. Okay. So how do you manage your time during that 20 seconds is that directly when they ask you 20 seconds, start now. And in 5 seconds, you and your partner just divide the points. For example, we got these questions, kan? For example, how about you and your partner discuss, how about you take this one, and this one, and I take this one, and then that's it. And if your partner said, okay, and then okay lah, settle, and 5 seconds. Remember, 5 seconds you settle, dividing the point. You guys don't spend the 20 seconds to argue. Okay, tak nak lah. You lah talk about this. You talk about this lah. Yeah, it's too hard for me. Don't delay time. Just basically divide the points, and then using the rest 15 seconds, you should think about your own chosen points. Just look at the paper and then you make mental notes again. Then you will be given 2 minutes to discuss together. And in that 2 minutes, there are some phrases that is very useful for you here. So you read, how do you agree and disagree? Because this is a discussion. During the exam, during the discussions, in my opinion, this is how I do it. I only look at my partner and also at interlocutor, but mostly on my partner because we are discussing, right? And then we discuss, we talk. I agree with you. How there are some words that are very useful for you to agree and disagree with your friends. I agree with you. You're right. Absolutely. Exactly. Couldn't agree more. I'm with you on that. And here's what I don't suggest a lot, but you still can use lah. You shouldn't disagree a lot during your test. If you disagree a lot, that means that you wasted a lot of time. So make sure it's even better if you could practice a lot before the real test with your partner. If you already know your partner is Sula, and after you discuss 2 minutes about all of the points, you will need, both of you still need to discuss about choosing one option only. Among all of the points here, you need to choose one only. For example, choose this one. How do you choose then? How do you choose? In my opinion, is that one of the candidate should suggest the final option. For example, using these questions again, one of you guys need to choose one. I think we should choose this one. For example, I'm candidate A. I think we should choose peer pressure as to answer why teenagers will commit crime because blah 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 blah. And then your partner will need to answer, yes, I agree with that. And then again, blah 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 blah. Explain about the point that you choose. The one who just follow, better to just agree and not differ to save time. As I said just now, you don't disagree. You just said, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with this choice. It's better for you to just agree. Okay? Elaborate and discuss why both of you choose that. Choose the reasons choose the options just now, and then give a concluding sentence like this. When you finish that part, you need to give a concluding sentence to the interlocutor, and then you said, so we have decided on this option because blah 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 blah. Very easy to understand. Tips for smooth flow of conversations is that you can use some words like this. How are you? How are you? Pula. How about you? What do you think? Do you have anything to add? Or when giving options, you can say that in my opinion, in my point of view, I think that from my point of view, you can use those kind of words to start your sentence. Okay. The most important things in this part is that is appropriate body language, which is nodding head. When you talk with your friends like this, you need to nodding heads and maybe just look at her and then gives you some appropriate body language like this. This when you talk. And then intonations you need to keep like very, very, very smooth. You don't just shout and shout. I believe not. We wouldn't do that very much. Okay, skip that part. Eye contact with your partner is very, very important because you're discussing with your partner. So you need to do eye contact with your partner. So that's it for video 2. Thank you for watching, and I hope it could help you a little bit in your speaking test. Okay, bye-bye.